Welcome to the YouTube channel PCMB Tutorials. I hope you all are fine. Today we are going to learn class 9th Mathematics chapter Linear Equations and Inequations. This is our part 12. So in previous part we have learned about the conditions for solvability. Solvability means in short finding that is the equation really correct or not. Sometimes what happens that we never get the value of the equation. So for checking that, these conditions are used. First condition was unique solution. Second was no solution. Third was infinitely many solutions. So in previous part we have learned the example of no solution. Today we are going to learn other solutions examples and how to find the value of a variable in these conditions. So let's start. Our question number 1 is find the solution set of x plus 5 is equal to y. That is first equation, and second equation is 3x plus 3y is equal to 15. Now let us find out the answer. We will write this according the form of a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2, c1 upon c2. Will not equal or not equal them because we don't know which type of solution is this. So coefficient of x in first equation is 1, coefficient of x in second equation is 3, then coefficient of y in first equation is 1, coefficient of y in second equation is 3, constant in first equation is 5, constant in second equation is 15. Now you can see that this fraction can be simplified. 5 ones are 5 threes are, so we will get 1 by 3. Means that all the equations are equal. When all the equations are equal, a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2. It is said to be it will have infinitely many solutions. I hope you've understood this question. Now, one more question is there. So, the question is 6x minus 8y is equal to 10. 4y is equal to 3x plus 5. Solve the following system of equations. So, we have to solve. One thing to remember, always when this type of equations are there, you have to make them in standard form. Make them equal to 0 means first x, then y, and then constant, and then equal to 0. In this also, if we would have done this would be also too much easy. No difference, but you can do that. 6 upon, now first we'll make them standard form. 6x minus 8y minus 10 is equal to 0. First equation. Then 3x plus 5 minus 4y is equal to 0. This we can write, we have to write in standard form. So minus 4y plus 5 is equal to 0. This is second equation. First we have to write the x term, then y term, and then constant, and then equal to 0. We have transposed this 4 to RHS. Now we'll write the coefficients of x, y respectively, and then constants. With their sign we have to write. So this is -8, this is -4, like this. We can simplify this, we'll get 2 by 1, 2 by 1, and over here -2 by 1. Sorry. 2 by 1, 2 by 1, -2 by 1. So this is equal to this, but this is not equal to this. Means according to the condition, this equation would have no solution. I hope you've understood till this. Likewise, there is a unique solution. Let's solve one more question. Now the question is, for what value of m and n? For what value of m and n do the equations nx plus my is equal to 4 and 3x minus 2y is equal to 120 have the infinitely many solution sets? Have infinitely many solution sets. So over here, one clue they have given that for what they will have infinitely many solution sets. Means this equation would be in form of a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2. So for that, we'll write the coefficients. First equation is nx plus my minus 4 is equal to 0, equation 1. Then 3x minus 2y minus 2y minus 120 is equal to 0. This is second equation. Now over here we have to find the value of n and m. So coefficient should always now. So coefficient of x in first equation is n. Coefficient of x in second equation is 3 equal to, according to the condition, coefficient of y in first equation is m upon coefficient of y in second equation is -2. Coefficient constant in first equation is -4 and constant in second equation is -120. Now we will simplify this. Minus will get cancelled. 260 to 1 to 30 means n upon 3 is equal to m upon -2 is equal to 1 upon 30. Now first of all we'll find the value of n. We'll do cross multiplication. I'll read Cm. Cross multiplication. N would be equal -2n would be equal to 3m. We have to find the value of n. So again we'll transpose -2m to division with RHS. So the value of n is 3m upon minus 2. Now we will place the value over here. We will get 3m upon minus 2 upon 3 means minus 6. After simplifying we got this is equal to m upon minus 2. Now we'll do cross multiplication, so we'll get minus 6m is equal to minus 6m. So from here, now we have written that in terms of m. Means first this became 1 by 30. So for finding the value in more easy way, n upon 3 we will make, as this all are equal, so we will make n upon 3 equal to 1 upon 30. As this all are equal, so this and this can also be equal. They would be equal. So after cross multiplication or after transposing 3 to the RHS, will get n is equal to 3 upon 30. 3 ones are 3 tenths. Therefore, we got the value of n, that is 1 by 10. And on the other hand, we got the value of n. Will make m upon minus 2 equal to the 1 upon 30. So m would be equal to minus 2 by 30. Therefore from this we will get the value of m minus 1 by 15. Like this we have to solve and we will get the answer. I hope you have understood till this. For any queries and doubt, please join the Telegram link given in the description of this video. Like this is the foundation of class 9th. We have covered the foundation of class 8th and 7th too. The links are given in the description. Please go and check through it. I hope you have understood till this. Thank you for watching. Let's meet in part 13 with another topic, that is graphical representation of linear equations. Thank you.